Evil Dead Rise, let's go. We start off at a lake. It seems like two girls and a guy are there on like a weekend thing. This girl starts acting sick and foams at the mouth and rolls out of bed. Her friend goes to check on her, but grabs her like the Undertaker popping up. Then grabs her braid and then, yanks it. Scalps her like the Indians do. And the girl didn't die right away from losing her scalp. She went to this guy like, oh, help me, dude. She ripped off my scalp. This guy's in a pickle, too. He's like, oh, man, well, I got a demon and a scalped girl right here, dude. I'm going to go swim for it. I hope these deadites aren't good swimmers. And I guess they are because they chop his head off, like, immediately. She attacked his ass quick like a shark and then, floated and levitated above the water, and that's our intro. Then we meet the main family, like the mom, her sister, and her three kids live in a LA apartment. And this dude was able to go inside the parking garage, find the Necronomicon in a hole, and then brought it inside the house, played the vinyl record, then the vinyl record starts saying the words like Kundun, Skooga, the Evil Dead phrase that wakes up the demon, and then shit starts happening. Book starts acting crazy, and the demon's heading towards their place. His fine ass mom was like just in the elevator going to the basement to do like laundry or something like that when the demon comes through and attacks her, dude. That's all it needs for you to become a deadite, and then the elevator starts acting up. Oh yeah, this is why the elevator's all broke. It needs to start acting up this way. This explains why they're stuck. Can't use the elevator. Oh, and the stairs are broke. You know how every Evil Dead has to have like a tree raping somebody? Well, this is even worse, dude. It's like an elevator raping you, but this is like, what, elevator wires and everything? Dragging all over you, dude. That's like Hellraiser. After that whole ordeal, she drunk stumbles her way back into the apartment and then starts making some eggs. I bet they filmed this when the eggs were still like normal price. Now I'm like, oh my god, you're wasting like $8 worth of eggs. Well, I don't know. They all are bloody eggs anyway. Then she starts telling the story about I'm gonna see people die and such. So it's like the demon's taking over, but she could still manage to make some like regular words out. She does the whole possession thing where you do a bunch of poses like, oh man, it seems like you're gonna yoga so hard your back's gonna fall out. Then she sort of throws up all over the place like a crazy amount of throw up that you just go, well, she's obviously dead from all that throw up. Then they lie her down in bed and she even has flies landing on her eyes and everything. So they're like, all right, she's gone. And by the time she got inside the boiling hot water tub, dude, she was full on demon. And then the classic, hey, mama's sleeping with the maggots now. And she does the eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing, and then here's where the murders start happening. She pops up out of the bathtub and then starts acting crazy and screams and breaks all the glass all over the place. She's only been a deadite for a couple of minutes already, but she has 10 years of meth mouth. The mom wastes no time, confronts the daughter, then tackles her and gets a tattoo gun. You think, oh man, she's gonna take out that eye. But no, man, she marked her on her cheek, and that's good enough to transfer over the possession her to become a deadite. That's all it takes nowadays. It's not like a vampire has to bite you or a zombie. That's pretty consistent with part one. Cheryl just had to stab the girl in the ankle with a pencil to become a deadite. The kids crack her with the chair and throw her outside into the hallway and lock the door. But while the mom's out there, she kills all the neighbors, dude. She ran through about 4 neighbors, including a kid, and she chewed an eye and spit it into another person, then they choked on the eye. Neat combo kill and call back to part 2. Or it's when do you count a death in Evil Dead? Because you go, oh man, dude, the daughter's now chewing the glass, and you're like, that can't be good for you. Even if she becomes like Ash in part 2, possessed then unpossessed, that glass cut up your throat, and even if they pump your stomach, man, you're sort of just done for at this point. Dude, most brutal part of the whole movie, oh my god, cheese grater to the leg, holy dude. Just put a cheese grater up to yourself. You're like, nah, dude, forget that. The daughter Deadite got beat the hell up, already swallowed a whole bunch of glass, stabbed in the mouth. Oh, but not very smart to be messing with like an open flame right there. She attacked the brother and stabbed him repeatedly, and this guy never became a Deadite. He just died. But before he died, he was able to light her ass on fire, and that sort of put her down for good. So that's the only way to sort of beat him. Cut everything off or set him on fire. And I guess you get 2 deaths because it's your human death and then your Deadite death. Beth then has the idea, hey, let me play that other record. Maybe they give some clues how to defeat this thing. But the thing didn't tell you anything useful. Like, how did you defeat it the first time? Oh, dude. And then she's like sneaking up behind her and the mom's back inside the house. Now it's only Beth and the youngest daughter, and now everybody who's died already became a Deadite. There's a whole hallway, a whole apartment building full of Deadites now. And they chase him from the hallway into the elevator, and they're all chanting, "Dead by dawn." Dead by dawn! Yeah, this elevator wasn't working to begin with, but now it's like, all right, I'm still possessed. And now this elevator starts filling up with blood. You're like, oh, well, that's going to be a problem, too. It's almost like, man, I think they could have almost, like, killed him right here. And then they were trying to escape through the top. More Deadites are coming through the top. Oh, man, they are so screwed right here. But the elevator finally worked and went all the way to the parking garage. Then a shining level of blood squirts all over the basement floor. And what's an Evil Dead movie without a chainsaw scene, right? So, what? Beth has to pick up the chainsaw. She goes against this final boss enemy who's like trying to drag her inside a wood chipper. And remember all those, like, Deadites that were in that hallway? Well, like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, they all sort of, like, morphed all together to make this one, like, blob creature that tries to go after her. Beth gets an assist from the little girl, so she gets the chainsaw, then rides it down that woman's mouth and throws her inside the wood chipper. Then the final 2 survivors, the youngest daughter and Beth, get the hell out of there. But that's not it, dude. The next morning, remember the beginning? You're like, how's this factor into all that about with a scalp ripping? She lived in the building. She went downstairs, saw all this like gruesome stuff in the parking garage, and then got possessed. And that leads to the next day. So the beginning of the movie was actually the end of the movie, and that's how they cap it off, and this person's still alive floating over a lake somewhere.